Fire Escape Academy Inspector Training. Here we are in Nashville, Tennessee. We're in the in an alleyway next to one of these buildings here. I don't know the exact address, but we're next to the Hotel Indigo, one of the back alleys nearby. And here we have a fire escape off this building. And the main thing that we look for on every fire escape, in order to write the first violation, you need one of two things. You need a deterioration violation, which automatically triggers a formal inspection into the structural. Or we need a life safety violation, which is something broken, something bent. So let's take a look at this. If the fire escape has more rust than paint, then it's a deterioration violation. And this one's a clear candidate for that. It has more rust than paint on this fire escape. And that's all you need to write. As soon as you write that, you can write it so that it says repair, paint, and test. That'll automatically trigger questions by the whoever gets the violation as to what's my next step. And the step is go get a structural engineer to inspect your fire escape, write an evaluation report, and from that evaluation report, it'll tell you whether or not you just need a paint job or whether you need structural repairs to a lot of your connections. So let's say the owner of this fire escape had it all painted though, and you were looking for other things to write the violation on. The first thing you're going to look at, if the thing was already painted, is whether or not some of the treads have rust in the connection. And all these treads have rust in the connection. The bolts are all square head bolts, so that's original, meaning if this building's 50 to 75 years old, those bolts are still 50 to 75 years old. If you see these tiers coming down from supports, that's an indication that water has gotten into the supports and that they're no longer structurally sound. Look at that one up there. So treads are all bad and rusting inside the connections. We've got interior water damage to the connection into the building, so that needs to be verified. And then the cantilever's out of balance, meaning there's no release arm on this cantilever, and you have to step out on this fire escape in order to make it come down. But once it comes down and you leave, it goes back up to this position, meaning that if a fireman shows up, they got to use their pole to bring it down, and a fireman's got to hold it down. So what is supposed to be a single action requiring no special knowledge, is supposed to be a release arm right here. Once you release it, it drops 2 to 3 feet per second by itself and hits the ground and stays down until such time the fireman arrives. That box up there is growing grass, so that's an indication that this thing hasn't been tested in quite a while. And that box up there, even though it has a place for it to rest, the cable looks kind of weak and fraying, but that box is supposed to be controlled inside a cage so that in case it does the cables do let go, it'll just drop off of that and clonk somebody on the head over here. So that needs to be controlled in case there's a failure of the cable. So that's the violation here on this particular fire escape. You need to, it has both structural problems and a paint problem to write the violation on this particular fire escape. Any questions, give us a call here at fireescapeservices.com, 800-649-3333. As always, we will provide you with any and all information. Go to YouTube and type in Fire Escape Inspections, Fire Escape Inspectors, and you'll see quite a few videos that we put out there for free.